You might think your church has problems, but picture this. A bishop is in paternity court, facing accusations that he fathered a child with a woman nearly 30 years younger than him. To make matters even more complicated, the woman admits she was also involved with 2 other men at the very same time. This is not a Sunday service. It is courtroom drama at its highest level.
Mr. House, you're a church pastor and bishop who may have fathered a child with a woman who's 28 years younger than you.
Yes, sir.
Mr. House, the bishop at the center of this case, tries to explain himself. He says, "I am a pastor, but I am also a man with needs." Judge Lake immediately raises her eyebrow and replies, "Sir, did you just admit that here, in the pulpit of paternity court?" At that moment, everyone in the courtroom can sense things are about to take a turn.
It was supposed to have been like a Bible study thing, but instead of that, it was like more, it led on to sexual, unprotected sex.
Judge Lake nearly bursts with disbelief as she shuts him down. "We are not in the book of Hosea, chapter 4. This is my courtroom." Absolutely iconic.
Welcome, sir. Thank you for joining us. Please state your name for the record.
Andre Miles Jones.
Mr. Miles Jones. All right, we are here with Ms. Webster.
Enter Mr. Miles Jones, beside boyfriend. He walks in calmly and explains that what started as a casual fling with Miss Webster eventually turned into a relationship. Then Judge Lake delivers the shocker. "Did you know she was also involved with the bishop?" Mr. Jones's face goes completely still, his eyes wide with disbelief. A plot twist of biblical scale.
I think she's with me for money.
Well, how do you think that when you never even gave me a penny?
Because things could be, the things that I could do.
But did you do it?
I did. You know, she'll tell you that her phone was off. Her phone went on, my bankroll was on swollen, and I kept.
Miss Webster insists she never used the bishop for money, but he fires back saying, "Her phone stayed on because of my bankroll." Judge Lake doesn't miss a beat. With a straight face, she replies, "Well, at least if you turn out to be the father, we know child support will not be a problem." The shade in this courtroom is undeniable.
And then I didn't even get in contact to tell him until after I had my baby, which he denied her to the Phyllis. He denied her. He wanted a DNA test.
When Miss Webster became pregnant, she says she tried to call the bishop, but his number had already been disconnected. The bishop claims he had no idea about the baby until her aunt reached out to his church superiors. Imagine discovering you might have a child not from the mother, but through church gossip. That is drama on another level.
That was the last time we spoke together.
He never.
All right.
Let me just say this, Your Honor. We're here because I made the phone call to come. When I found out immediately,
Exactly, so why didn't
when
you
the
call
auntie
me?
called me and told me.
Meanwhile, Mr. Miles Jones testifies that Miss Webster told him directly he was the father. She denies that, insisting she only said it was a possibility. Back and forth they argue, each standing firm on their version of events. Judge Lake works to sort out who actually heard what. The tension in that courtroom is thick enough to feel in the air.
I think he did the same thing.
Let me look at this birth certificate.
Hold on.
I haven't even seen the birth certificate, but I did sign some papers at Amelian's birth.
Yes, and I told you that your name wasn't going on there because it was a possibility that you was not my baby father.
The key piece of evidence, baby Amelia's birth certificate. And guess what? No father is listed. But the baby's last name is Miles Jones. Mr. Jones lights up with pride, explaining that he has been there from day one, changing diapers, rubbing feet, and supporting Miss Webster. Meanwhile, the bishop sits stone-faced, almost as if to say, "Why am I even here?"
Miles Jones.
That's my last name.
Yes, thank you very much. That's his last name.
I was there ever since she told me that she was pregnant when she was 6 months. I was there. I made sure she ate good. I made sure she needed, if she needed money for anything.
Emotions rise as Mr. Miles Jones admits he truly hopes baby Amelia is his daughter. He explains that he has already formed a bond with her. On the other side, the bishop stays guarded. He reveals that he once lost a daughter years ago and cannot bring himself to open his heart again unless the DNA proves this child is his. In that moment, the tough exterior begins to crack and the pain beneath the surface becomes visible.
This child is yours.
Yes, I am.
And as you look at the child, this beautiful baby, Amelian, do you see yourself?
No.
You don't?
No.
I do. She looks just like you.
Finally, the moment has arrived. Judge Lake holds the first set of results in her hands, ready to deliver the news. This is what we have all been waiting for. After all the back and forth, all the drama, we are about to find out the truth. What a ride it has been. Now, let's see how it all ends.
It has been determined that Mr. Miles Jones, you are not her father.
That result was a shocker. Nobody saw it coming, but the tears may not be over just yet. The second set of results is in, and Judge Lake is once again ready to deliver another bombshell.
In the case of House v. Webster, Miles Jones, as it pertains to Mr. House, it has been determined by this court that you are not her father. Markham Love, you're here because you say your childhood was a complete nightmare. Wow. You claim your mother, Ms. Nasiri Poor, lost you to foster care and left you torn between two fathers.
I really talked to him on Facebook, but it's never been, no, oh, you're my daughter, nothing like that.
So now, Mr. Tucker, you obviously were under the impression that this was your biological daughter as well.
It's like Brittany's hurt. Brittany's torn apart.
No, but
I did not want her to know none of this until she was able to understand it. My mom told her.
No, she should have known way before.
Mr. Tucker, back then, when you say the test should have been taken, did you consider taking one? Why didn't you? I mean, that's kind of a good
Because
question.
I didn't find out.
Why not just say?
He's a month old. His cousin comes over and asks where he's at. I said, I don't know, he's playing basketball. He went and got married.
You're trying to put this on me.
Not once, but twice.
You talking about, you cheated on me with a pizza guy, though.
You were in LA. You said you were living in LA.
She accepted.
You slept with during the time of conception.
Yes, ma'am.
And you yourself honestly don't know which one is Miss Markham Love's father.
No, I do not.
Because I know she's ashamed of me. She's ashamed of me. I love her with all my heart. I love my daughter.
I can tell.
She's my
and
baby.
that's why you're here, because you're in court.
I'm here to
because
support
you
her,
want
because I
to
want her to
right
know.
your wrong. If you look at these two pictures here, what do you see of yourself? It's like you're going back and forth between Mr. Golston on the left and Mr. Tucker on the right. It pertains to the paternity of Miss Brittany Markham Love. It has been determined that Mr. Golston is not her father. You're here to prove to your ex-boyfriend is not the father of your 3-year-old daughter, Zaylee Rasmussen.
Yes, Your Honor.
You claim you've been in an ongoing court for a DNA test, all of which have been denied.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Rasmussen, you claim the real reason Ms. Miller is denying your Zaylee's.
Mrs. Miller absolutely hates Mr. Rasmussen. The appalling thought of him being the father of her baby brought her to paternity court. Mr. Rasmussen has been there for the baby her entire life, and he feels utterly wronged that all of this is being sprung up on him in the middle of nowhere. He is here to prove that he is the biological father of the baby.
She just doesn't want me to have visitation. I drive 160 miles every other weekend just to pick up my daughter and drop her off. That's about 10,000 miles. That's wear and tear on my car. She doesn't have a driver's license. She doesn't have any way to bring her to me. She doesn't have any way to meet me halfway.
You say she hates you?
She hates
Ah, the cheating card. It's no wonder she hates you, Mr. Rasmussen. At the end of the relationship, did you go to another woman? Or that turn of events was what caused the end of the relationship? You'd need to be so much more specific here. Then, in return, Ms. Miller decided to be absolutely against the topic of seeing him again, even around his alleged baby, too.
Mad at him for being a cheater. He cheated on me through pretty much our whole relationship. No, I do not hate him because of that.
He says this is about visitation, too. He loves his daughter, but you don't want him to have the visitation. Is that true?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, this woman is not beating around the bush. That is totally why she does not allow him near her daughter. She absolutely lost her respect for him throughout the course of the relationship because he could not keep it in his pants. The whole concept of a relationship, Mr. Rasmussen, is the inevitable fact that you choose to be with one person ultimately. What then is the point if you cheat at every step?
I want to be in her life as much as I possibly can.
I mean, if he's driving 160 miles each way every other weekend, the money he would get in his taxes, he's spending in gas.
I'm paying my child support. I have my child support payments right here, plus an additional $3 fee, plus an additional $60 annual fee.
Okay, that adds up. This man actually does put in so much effort into seeing his baby girl each time. Now, over to you, Ms. Miller. What do you want this man to do for you? He's paying some amount of money as it is for the baby, so what would it cost you to simply get him to be a part of her childhood? Now he's accusing Ms. Miller of dressing up his baby girl in very shabby clothes.
In this child's life.
Because I still believe that he is not hers.
Okay, and listen, that's what we're here for. I want to get down to the bottom of the truth. You don't believe he's her biological father?
Yes, Your Honor.
So explain to me why.
When she was conceived in March of 2011.
So, it's tit for tat. She cheated too, and this woman is here in paternity court telling us about how her ex-boyfriend cheated on her. His cheating does not justify your cheating, Ms. Miller. The proper thing to do is to not cheat at all, or even better, break up. Both of them are cheating on one another, but there is just one person that got pregnant and is the definite parent of the baby. Cheating is never a wise move, Ms. Miller.
Yes, Your Honor.
But clearly, at some point, Mr. Rasmussen either thought or was informed that he was her biological father because he is paying child support, he's still driving 160 miles each way, and she has his last name.
Yes.
Mr. Rasmussen, fill me in. At what point, clearly, at some point, Mr. Rasmussen either thought or was informed that he was her biological father because he is paying child support, he's still driving 160 miles each way.
Whoa, Ms. Miller, it's starting to look very strange here. Usually moms in court would try to prove that they were not with anyone aside from the man in court, but oh no, not Ms. Miller. She's explicitly stating that she was intimate with someone else. This woman is not having it with the mere possibility that Mr. Rasmussen is the father of her child. What a woman.
I was at the birth, I was at every single doctor's appointment. When Zaylee was born, you were at a doctor's appointment. I was at home because I had to work that day. I was at my job as a cashier. I got a phone call and I answered it.
This man crossed 7 deserts and 7 seas just to be there for Ms. Miller and the baby. He drove for 45 minutes from the middle of work too, counting the doctor's appointments. He was at every single one of them. Birth certificate as well, he signed. The bloody thing the very day the baby was born. If this man was so supportive from day one, at what point does Ms. Miller decide to switch up and why?
And raise our daughter together until about 3 months after she was born. One of his friends told me everything that he was doing throughout our entire relationship, cheating on me, going to multiple places to meet multiple girls.
Oh, that's wild. There's so much resentment in this woman from Mr. Rasmussen. She found out about this 3 months after the baby was born too. Does this mean he was doing it even while she was pregnant, or worse? He kept cheating even after she gave birth to the baby. Behind all of the supportive things he has been doing, all of it must stem from some sort of ache for restitution. It's beginning to seem like Mr. Rasmussen has not been genuine.
But you know deep down there's another possible father.
Yes, Your Honor.
Why wait so long to tell him?
I told him the first time that we had a court date, but the courts threw it out.
Even
DNA
before
test.
you tell anybody in court.
Yes, Ms. Miller, you could have told him earlier that there was another man in the picture, regardless of whether you were cheated on or not. How about his own attachment to your baby girl? Now, there is so much tension building up in court over the possibility that this man may or may not be the father. If he ends up being the father, is Ms. Miller then going to grant him access to her? What a doer.
To have Mr. Rasmussen taken off of child support?
I have told him a couple times that if he would just sign her over to me, that he wouldn't have to pay child support anymore.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to give up that easy. I'm fighting for what I know is mine.
Now that man sincerely wants to be the father of this baby girl. His bond with her is so precious and he is desperately trying to protect it. He has had to fight until he got the right to visit her every other weekend. Now, on to the question that has been sitting so comfortably like the elephant in the room. What happens if he is not the father? He honestly will be unable to withstand that bombshell. Let's get to the results.
It has been determined by this court. Mr. Rasmussen, you are not the father. That's a lot of nerve considering the alternative is somebody that don't want nothing to do with you